I want to congratulate you, Dr. King, on the writing of this book. And I too, like Dr. Kalfani, read it and said, wow, there's a very interesting positioning in regards to taking from the life examples, right? The case studies that you did in regards to the founding fathers, in regards of their abilities and what you want to see and you gleaned as the examples that they could be and utilize. As a director of African Studies for Seton, as a historian that has studied African diaspora history my entire life, I want to say a little story about the 250, because the 200, ironically, is what actually launched, I guess, my career. I'm in Philadelphia, born and raised in the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection, right? And in 1976, I was 6 years old, and my mother took me to the African American Museum to see what was supposed to be the community exhibition to celebrate the bicentennial. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because I want to stress as we move into 250 why it's so important that we are very cognizant of a cohesive story that is holistic and tells both our positive and negatives, but also is very conscious and conscientious about including everyone. They lobbied as change agents and decided that it was very important that there would be a national museum. So the first national museum ever chartered by a municipality and ran by a municipality was the African American Museum in Philadelphia. And it was opened in 1976 as a part of the bicentennial, that 200 years. Ironically, it was supposed to be opened in Society Hill, which is now considered Society Hill, but at the time it was the 7th Ward. Historically had been the 7th Ward, the African American community in Philadelphia. If you ever go to Philadelphia now and walk down those beautiful streets in Rittenhouse Square and Society Hill, that was the African American community. That's where the museum was supposed to be. But the neighbors did not want it. So they moved it to an area that they thought was at the edge of the city, Chinatown, at the time. Ironically, if you talk about God always being in the midst of it, all of the other buildings then began moving around it. So it is now in the center of what is the historic district. It is
in Nigeria, Africa, America, and across the globe.